I'd like to start the sloka, so you can repeat after me. Aham dandadharo raja prajanam iha yojita rakshita britida svesu setu sustapita prithak. Aham dandadharo raja prajanam iha yojita rakshita britida svesu setu sustapita prithak. Aham dandadharo raja prajanam iha yojita rakshita britida svesu setu sustapita prithak. Prabhuji. Word to word, repeat after me. Aham, I, Dandadhara, carrier of the scepter, Raja, king, Prajanam, of the citizens, Iha, in this world, Yojita, engaged, Rakshita, protector, Britida, employer, Svesu, in their own, Setusu, respective social orders, Stapita, established, Prithak, differently. Translation and forward by His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki translation. King Pṛthu continued, by the grace of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I have been appointed the king of this planet, and I carry the scepter to rule the citizens, protect them from all danger, and give them employment according to their respective positions in the social order established by Vedic injunctions. Purport. A king is supposed to be appointed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead to look after the interest of his particular planet. On every planet there is a predominating person, just as we now see that in every country there is a president. If one is president or king, it should be understood that this opportunity has been given to him by Supreme Lord. According to the Vedic system, the king is considered a representative of Godhead and is offered respect by the citizens as the God in a human form of life. Actually, according to Vedic information, the Supreme Lord maintains all living entities and especially human beings to elevate them to highest perfection. After many births in lower species, when a living entity evolves to a human form of life, and in particular to the civilized human form of life, his society must be divided into four gradations as ordered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In Bhagavad Gita, Chaturvarnyam Maya system etc. The four social orders, the Brahmanas, Kshatriya, Vaishyas and Sudras, are natural division of human society, and as declared by Pṛthu Maharaj, every man in his respective social order must have proper employment for his livelihood. It is the duty of the king or the government to ensure that the people observe the social order and that they are also employed in their respective occupational duties. In modern times, since the protection of the government or the king has been withdrawn, social order has practically collapsed. No one knows who is Brahmana, who is Kshatriya, who is Vaishyas, or who is Sudra. And people claim to belong to a particular social order by birthright only. It is the duty of the government to re-establish social order in terms of occupational duties. and the modes of material nature, for that will make the entire world population actually civilized. If it does not observe the institutional function of the four social orders, human society is no better than animal society, in which there is never tranquility, peace, and prosperity, but only chaos and confusion. Maharaj Pṛthu, as an ideal king, strictly observed the maintenance of the Vedic social order. Prajayate iti praja. The word praja refers to one who takes birth. Therefore, Pṛthu Maharaj guaranteed protection for prajanam, all living entities who took birth in his kingdom. Praja refers not only to human beings but also to animals, trees, and every other living entity. It is the duty of the king to give all living entities protection and food. The fools and rascals of modern society have no knowledge of the extent of the responsibility of the government. Animals are also citizens of the land in which they happen to be born, and they also have the right to continue their existence at the cost of Supreme Lord. The disturbance of the animal population by wholesale slaughter produces a catastrophic future reaction for the butchers, his land, and his government. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Once again, welcome to morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. This is my second class. I wasn't supposed to give the class today as well. I'm just feeling the class. So in the class, if I make any offense, if I say anything wrong, or if I said something out of scripture, please do correct me. Whatever I'm going to speak on the basis what Prabhupada has written, or what my Guru Maharaj or my mentor have told me, what I have heard from scriptures. I'm not going to make any my speculations. I'll try to not do any. So I would like to read the translation again. King Pṛthu continued, by the grace of Supreme Lord, I have been appointed the king of this planet, and I carry the scepter to rule the citizens, protect them from all danger, and give them employment according to their respective positions in the social order established by Vedic injunctions. So yeah, King Pṛthu is like a very exalted Vaishnava king. So he is here showing a humility, although he is the king of the whole planet. Like he is not like saying I'm the king, so I have to the highest position. Here, like, he is welcoming all the sages and everyone according to their respective positions, and he is like saying, I'm just servant of everyone as I have been appointed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So also, by the way, yesterday was a Pani Hadi festival. So in yesterday's class, we didn't talk much about Pani Hadi festival, so I got this opportunity, so I can speak on Pani Hadi festival. So Pani Hadi festival is like it holds a very significant importance in our Vaishnava community. So it's a beautiful pastime of Raghunath Das Goswami and Nityananda Prabhu. So we have got like our according to our capacity, we have like three different category of deity, like Sambandha deity, Abhidaya deity, and Prayojana deity. So Sambandha deity is Radha Madan Mohan, Abhidaya deity is Radha Govinda, and Prayojana deity is our beloved Radha Gopinath. So similarly, our Acharya, like we have 6 Goswami, Sri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath, Sri Jiva Gopal Bhatta, Dasa Raghunath. So among 6 Goswamis, we have also like a category of our Goswami. So Sambandha Acharya is Sanatana Goswami, and Abhidaya Acharya is Rupa Goswami, and Prayojana Acharya is Raghunath Das Goswami. So Raghunath Das Goswami and Pani Hadi festival and Nityananda Prabhu has like a very beautiful pastimes. So this Pani Hadi festival came into existence when Nityananda Prabhu visited Pani Hadi. Raghunath Das Goswami, he was a son of a very rich family. So at 500 years ago, Raghunath Das Goswami's family yearly income was 800,000 rupees. So just imagine 800,000 rupees means like how much? Maybe like 70,000-80,000 rupees a month. That to 500 years ago. The inflation rate is now like multiplied by 1,000 times. So in this time, Raghunath Das Goswami would have been like multi-billionaire without doing anything. So he was that much rich and that much opulent. Yet too, he kept running out of his home. Like his desire was to always serve Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He kept running out of his home. Every time his father will send someone, bring him back. And then they also got him married, thinking like, oh, when he sees the wife, at least he will have some family responsibility, and he will stay in this house, like attached to his wife, he will have children attached to his children. It didn't affect Raghunath Goswami. He was simply just doing it for formality. And then one day he heard like Nityananda Prabhu has come to Panihati. So he was very anxious to go and see Nityananda Prabhu, right? So and then he said he had some business thing, and he left for Panihati. And in there he saw Nityananda Prabhu like very brightly, like wearing balls of necklaces, jewelry. He was like dressed very nice silk clothes. So he used to dress exactly like a Balaram. He used to look, his face was like brighter than thousand suns. He used to dress very opulent, Nityananda Prabhu. Like, and then he saw him from far, and he was like having conversation with other Vaishnava devotees. And then Raghunath Goswami was a very humble, very, very humble person. So he didn't have any pride, like I am a son of a very big businessman. I am super rich, so everybody has to respect me. But he was very humble. He didn't even consider himself qualified to go and see Nityananda Prabhu. So he paid obeisances from very far. But Nityananda Prabhu, he is the Param Guru, so he can know what's in everyone's heart. Nityananda Prabhu immediately called him and told him, you are a thief. You are sneaking from far away. You are a thief. Now I shall give you a punishment. And Nityananda Prabhu told Raghunath Goswami, now all the Vaishnava devotee here in Panihata, everybody, you make a dahi and chida prasad. So it's a beaten rice. In Nepal we call chiura. So you make that one and then distribute to everyone. Raghunath Goswami, as soon as hearing the instruction of Nityananda Prabhu, because he was like a very rich person, so it wasn't like a big deal for him buying the prasad for everybody. So he made like he bought like dahi, and then yogurt, he bought chida, like beaten rice, he bought like sugar cans, everything necessary. He like bought everything necessary, and then he invited like everybody. He gave prasad to everybody, and then everybody enjoyed the prasad. And from that day on, that day is celebrated as Panihati festival, where devotees still eat like dahi and chida, yogurt and beaten rice. So we had yesterday. So it's very important. And Nityananda Prabhu there on his mind meditating, called Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on the spot. Although no one could see him, but only Nityananda Prabhu like has that capacity to call Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu came at that spot. Nityananda Prabhu with his hand like like pushing Mahaprabhu in his mouth, like the prasad, and then Mahaprabhu was with his hand pushing prasad in Nityananda Prabhu's mouth, and they enjoyed like very happily. And then and then like Nityananda Prabhu blessed Raghunath Goswami placed his lotus hand on his head. So Raghunath Goswami got the blessing of Mahaprabhu, and he said, Nityananda Prabhu, and Raghunath Goswami said, I wanna follow Chaitanya Mahaprabhu footstep. So but my family doesn't allow me. Every time run. He used to keep running away. Every time his parents used to bring back, he used to say, I have a meeting here, I need to go there, run away. Like that. So he didn't have any attachment to his family. But their family used to send 10%, 15% to keep and catch him and bring him back all the time. Nityananda Prabhu said, you don't have to worry. You just wait. And then he embraced him, he placed his lotus hand, so he gave him mercy that you will sure get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu. Because without the mercy of Nityananda Mahaprabhu, we cannot get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu placed his hands on the head of Raghunath Goswami, and then he got the mercy. And after 1 year, somehow or other, Raghunath Goswami, he was married, although he said he had a business meeting, and he fled away, hearing that devotees from like Navadvip, they are going to Puri Yatra to meet Mahaprabhu. And they went in, but his father immediately sent 10 men to find him. When they look it there, and I forgot the name, but there was a organizer for that yatra as well from Navadvip to Jagannath Puri, if anyone remember his name. So yeah, he was a devotee, he was like associated Mahaprabhu who used to organize the yatra of devotees from Navadvip to Puri. And then his father sent men to him, and he said like, no, he hasn't been here. Raghunath Goswami is not here. And then they were looking for him. Raghunath Goswami took the longest route because he knew his father will catch him. So he took other route, like different route from village to village. He was hungry, like he hasn't eaten anything, he was thirsty, but his like his devotional service, his surrenderness to Mahaprabhu was so much, like he didn't care about anything. 16 days he traveled like that. And then as soon as like he went to Puri, and then the Puri, as soon as he saw Mahaprabhu, he offered obeisance to him. But Mahaprabhu picked him up and embraced him. He hugged him. Mahaprabhu personally hugged him and said, like, I know you, like that, because Mahaprabhu had already eaten the like prasad, like dahi chida prasad, that was like prepared by Raghunath Swami by the order of Nityananda Prabhu, and like that. And Mahaprabhu took him to the house of maybe Govinda. Sorry, I just double check. He took him to a house of a devotee who was like an associate of Mahaprabhu, who is to like organize the prasad for Mahaprabhu and everyone. So I think his name was Govinda. I think his name was Govinda. If I'm wrong, then yeah, sorry. But yeah, and then he he took him to his house. They bathed in sea, and he had a darshan of Jagannath, Lord Jagannath. And then he took him, Raghunath Swami, to his house, and then he offered prasad for him, like him. They ate, and then after 6 days, Raghunath Goswami stopped eating in his house, and he went to the Simha Dwara, and he would like beg in front in there. Can you imagine a person who is like multi-billionaire at that time just begging for like alms of food, little bit of food? And at that time in like Puri, if the devotees like they see some sadhus begging in the like door, like in the stairs like that, then they will say like they will organize the prasad. They will tell shopkeeper, okay, give him some food, I will pay for it. And Raghunath Goswami would eat like that. Some devotees organize food for him, and in that situ again, like his father came to know about that, like he is living like that, and he again sent some mans to take him back, but he wouldn't go. And he again sent like people, some servants, and then 400 gold coins, so he can live his life. If he wants to stay in Puri, at least he live his life not in misery, he live his life in opulent. And then Raghunath Goswami took that. He didn't took service, but he took some amount of money. He would every time get money, and he would invite Mahaprabhu for feast. He did that for a long time, and after some time he again stopped. And then he stopped, and then Mahaprabhu inquired, why Raghunath Goswami has stopped inviting me for the feast? Because Raghunath Goswami, he is a mentor, we can say mentor, like he was put in under the charge of Swarup Damodar Das. So Swarup Damodar Das was like personal assistant of Mahaprabhu. And then Mahaprabhu inquired from him like, where is he? Why he just stopped me inviting for the prasad, for the feast in my house? Like he used to take every time 640 kaudas, like small cents, and then he used to invite Mahaprabhu and organize a feast for him. And then he stopped doing that, and Mahaprabhu inquired why he stopped doing that, and he said now he has stopped that thing. Now he goes and beg. He goes beg, like in the daytime he goes and beg from people with like for the food. And then Mahaprabhu said like, that's a very good thing he did, because Mahaprabhu said, I was only going to eat for honoring his request, but in fact he was taking a money from a materialistic person who were his fathers and brothers. Like that money belonged to his father, and like his father sent a servant their money to servant, so that belongs to materialistic person. Even if take something, even if someone takes something from materialistic person, his devotional service will be doomed, so his devotional service will decrease. So Mahaprabhu said like that. So now I'm very happy he did like that. And then after some times he again like stopped staying at the Simha Dwara, like stopped begging as well. And again Mahaprabhu inquired like, where is Raghunath Goswami these days? And Swarup Damodar Das said he has stopped begging at the front of Simha Dwara. And Mahaprabhu said he did a very good job, because like accepting as a Vaishnava, like expecting, and as a sadhu, like expecting sitting in a one place, just sitting on a one place, and then expecting a food to come on your plate by yourself, and then like is like a prostitute. He's expecting. Mahaprabhu said that he was doing an activity like a prostitute. He was sitting on one place and expecting someone to come and give something to him, and I'm very happy he did that. And then Raghunath Goswami, he was so humble. He used to beg in a daytime, and he will chant 22 hours a day. Raghunath Das Goswami used to chant 22 hours a day. and rest 2 hours he will do his devotional service, like his he would worship Sila, Govardhan Sila given by Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu himself gave his Govardhan Sila to him, and then he used to worship that and like eat and all the activity he has to do, he had to do, he used to do on those 2 hours. Rest 22 hours. Even he didn't used to sleep some days. He just used to chant, 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 chant like that. On the rest of activity, like begging, all this stuff, he used to do that time. So he was very, very humble. He was very, very humble. And he said, no, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this begging. And you know, Jagannath Prasad, the Jagannath Prasad, like shopkeepers in the Jagannath Puri, they sell the Prasad in the shop. You can get that. So after 2-3 days, the Prasad will start getting bad. And they will give to the Telangi cow. They will give it to the cow. And they will put it in front of the cow. And after few days, the food will start decomposing. The flies will start getting in there. And even the cows won't do like this. Like, what kind of food are you giving? So his rotan is very bad, very smelly. And Raghunath Das Goswami thought, that's my position. I don't deserve nice food. I don't deserve opulent food. Who am I to deserve that kind of thing? I haven't done anything extra. You know, I'm so fallen. I don't deserve even like a nice prasadam. And Raghunath Das Goswami will take it, that decomposed food, that even cow will not eat it. Like, that's so smell bad. He will take like that. Take food. He will took those like food thrown in the bin. Take it to his house, wash it, put little bit of salt and eat that one. And Swarup Damodar Das find about that one. And he came to inquiring Raghunath Das Goswami. What are you eating alone? You eat so much nice, opulent food. You are so selfish. You don't share with anybody. And then he took, Swarup Damodar Das took the prasad. And then he said, so yummy. You are such a selfish person. He chastised him. You are such a selfish person. You are alone eating such a nice food. You are not sharing with anybody. He will chastise him like you know, like not chastise, but like he will tell him like that. Like, you are only eating by yourself such nice food. And Mahaprabhu heard about, Mahaprabhu knew about that one. And Mahaprabhu one day came to Raghunath Das Goswami. And Mahaprabhu said, Raghunath Das Goswami, what are you eating alone? This food looks so yummy, nice. You wouldn't share with us? Like that. And Mahaprabhu took his hands and took that one scoop of that food with his hands. The food that was thrown in the bin, and that was been like, the food that would get decomposed, he would wash from outside, and the decomposed part he will like throw away, and the middle part, that's little bit like nice, that's little bit hard, Raghunath Das Goswami would eat that one. And Mahaprabhu took that prasad, and then he took one time, and next time he was going to put, Swarup Damodar Das stopped, like catch his hand, please don't do it, you don't deserve this. This food is not, you know, this food is not for you. And Mahaprabhu said, in my life I have eaten so much opulent food, so much opulent prasad, so much big fish, so much nice fish, but this is the best prasad I have ever eaten in my life. So can you imagine Krishna himself taking from his plates and telling him, like, I have the best, this is the best food. That's the quality of a Vaishnava. That will be the humbleness of a Vaishnava. Do you think we can do that? Do you think we can do that much humble? Not eating the food from the bin, but can we be humble like a Raghunath Das Goswami? Never. But he was such a humble. He was completely surrendered to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He didn't have any any in his mind, like, you know, I'm a rich person, so I can eat, like, he could have organized a big feast and puri every single day for every devotee. He was that super rich, but he didn't do it. He was himself eating from the bin. And looking at that situation, his father and mother were very upset, and her mother said, let's get him, let's chain him in his house, tie him and put him in his house, like, we don't care, but at least he should not live like that. And his father simply told, do you think the chain can hold him? I have got him the very, very beautiful looking wife. Even this doesn't, with her he doesn't have attachment. If this doesn't attract him, do you think binding with chains can stop him from going there? Not at all. So they, like, apparently they gave up. And after Mahaprabhu left and went back, and then Raghunath Das Goswami would spend some time in Jagannath Puri. And after that he went to Vrindavan. He went to Vrindavan to help Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami in reestablishing the Vrindavan again, because that was the order of Mahaprabhu. And he went in there, but he wouldn't stay anywhere. He would just sit on Radha Kunda, chant, 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 chant. That's it. That was his daily duty. He didn't care about eating. He didn't care about drinking. Sometimes he would sleep 1 hour. Sometimes some few weeks he wouldn't sleep. Few weeks he wouldn't eat. He would just chant. He was completely engaged in a devotional service. And then he used to sleep in there. He used to stay in there. And Sanatana Goswami, he saw in his dreams that Krishna couldn't sleep on night because there are two tigers coming to attack Raghunath Goswami, and Krishna at night guarding Raghunath Goswami if someone will attack him. That happened. Again, Sanatana Goswami saw another dream. Radharani with her shield, with her umbrella, like trying to protect Raghunath Goswami in the daytime, in a very hot time. And Sanatana Goswami scolded him, because of you, Lord Krishna, like in Radharani, are doing service for you. What kind of person are you? Like, you are being careless. Krishna is so worried about you. He is personally protecting you. Radharani is so worried about you. She is personally protecting you. You are disturbing them. You should be their servant. He chastised Raghunath Goswami. And finally Raghunath Goswami would agree and build a small hut. Otherwise he didn't have any hut, like sun, rain, winter, cold. He didn't care. He would wear one piece of clothes, a torn clothes, like he didn't care about anything. He would live like his life like that. And finally getting chastised by Sanatana Goswami, he finally built a small hut where he can live, because Sanatana Goswami saw in his dream Krishna himself coming and protecting me. So we always say, like, why doesn't Krishna don't protect me? Like, I feel like Krishna don't protect me because we have that ego. Raghunath Goswami has completely surrendered to Krishna. He didn't even had a single thought like, I can protect myself. That's why Krishna came and protect him. But can we do that? No, never. We can say, I'm completely surrendered on Krishna. I'm completely surrendered. I give my life for Krishna. But not. Deep inside we have that one tinge of ego. If we are completely surrendered to Krishna, Krishna will hold our rope. He will take care of us. But the moment one tiny bit of ego came on our, false ego come on our mind, like, I am the doer, Krishna will leave the rope. Then you are all by yourself. Because with ego, you cannot do your devotional service. Raghunath Goswami didn't have any ego, like he's a son of a very rich person, or he's a very big businessman. He's like, not only his father, his like uncles were also super rich. So he was that much rich, but he was completely surrendered unto Krishna. That's why Krishna himself came and protected him. Radharani herself came and protected him. So if we are completely surrendered to Krishna, do we think Krishna will not come and protect us? We are his devotee, we are his child. Krishna loves us so much. He is providing billions of rupees for, like, other people, like very big businessmen who can live their life opulently, like Elon Musk. Like, he has got something 100, 200, 300 billions in his account. Do you think Krishna can provide that much money for Elon Musk? Do you think he can provide a small piece of clothes and food for you? Because we don't have surrenderness to Krishna. We think, if I don't work, if I don't earn for myself, I won't be able to survive. And Krishna will look to us and say, okay, you think you are the doer. You think you can feed up yourself. You can feed yourself. You can take care of yourself. Okay, do it. Why would I interfere? Why would I bother in your choice? But the moment we surrender to Krishna, we don't have nothing. We don't have any options except Krishna. Krishna, you are my only hope. I don't care. Whatever happens, I'm completely surrendered to you. We don't have any impurities in our heart. Completely surrendered to Krishna. Krishna will take care of us. He can take care of us small. He will take care of small ants to big animal. How much do you think we can eat? 2 plates a day? Do you think Krishna will not give 2 plates of rice for us to eat? What more do we need? That will be our quality. Pṛthu Maharaj had that quality. Although he is very opulent king, but he is paying obeisance. It's like, I am only a servant of my citizens. So according to the order of Supreme Personality of Godhead, I'm engaging them in a 4 social orders: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Sudra. And Prabhupada write in purport, if there are 4 social orders, if there is nothing in that, the society will be uncivilized. We can see Western culture. They don't know who are Brahmanas, they don't know who are Vaishyas, they don't know who are Sudras, they don't know who are Kshatriyas. So they will randomly do, they don't know what's their Varna Ashram Dharma. They will do randomly whatever they would like to do. They will live their life like animals. They are very uncivilized, hippies. But Prabhupada said, Krishna himself said, like, these divisions are to maintain the society. So we have to know our nature, like, and act according to that. So above that, above that divisions, Mahaprabhu has given us something. Krishna himself has come and given us something, devotional service. Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu said, like, I'm not a, Mahaprabhu said, I'm not a Brahmana, I'm not a Vaishya, I'm not a Satriya, I'm not a Vaishya, I'm not a Sudra. I'm no one. Even Mahaprabhu has given higher than that. Because Krishna says, do your occupational duty on that basis of four varna ashrama dharma, that's your dharma. But Mahaprabhu has given higher than us, to us higher than that. Mahaprabhu said, I am not even Brahmana, I am not even Satriya, I am not even a Vaishya, I am not even a Shudra. I am just a simply, like, I'm not a someone's husband, someone's, like, son, no, nothing. I am justly simply Gopi Bhartu Pada Kamalayor Dasa Dasanu Das. I am simply servant of Krishna, who is the maintainer of gopis. Gopi Bhartur Pada Kamalayor Dasa Dasanu Das. I am a servant of maintainer of gopis. He is not even a servant, he is a servant of servant. That's his humbleness, although he is a Krishna himself. He gave us the highest stage of devotional service, Krishna Prem. Mahaprabhu was distributing Krishna Prem so easily. Do you think I can give Krishna Prem to someone else? No, because I didn't have that. But Mahaprabhu had that, because he's Krishna himself. So when Rupa Goswami, he first Mahaprabhu, he immediately paid obeisance. He said, Namo Mahavadhanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurata Siva Nama. So Rupa Goswami said, you are distributing Namo Mahavadhanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate. You are distributing Krishna's love. Krishna love is not something easy to distribute to people. It's the most hardest thing to achieve in this entire universe. Not even talk to universe, entire, like, multiverse and everywhere. It's even hard to achieve for the demigods. And Mahaprabhu is distributing, like, come, like a prasad. He is distributing Krishna Prem to everybody. And Rupa Goswami said, if you are not Krishna, how can you distribute Krishna's Prem? Krishna Prem is not, it's not even possible for big, like demigods. How is possible for you? Because you are Krishna himself. Krishna, Krishna Chaitanya. But you are Krishna in the form of Krishna Chaitanya. So Rupa Goswami addressed Chaitanya Mahaprabhu like that. He immediately knew he is Krishna. How can, he said, how can if you are not Krishna, how can we give Krishna Prem? Is Krishna Prem something very easily to be given? No, it's the hardest thing to achieve. Hardest thing. People take billions, millions of life birth in different species of animals, 8,400,000 species of animals, yet they can't achieve Krishna Prem. And Mahaprabhu is distributing Krishna Prem so easily. So Rupa Goswami said, you are distributing Krishna Prem, so you are Krishna himself, but in a form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Raghunath Goswami, talking about Raghunath Goswami back again, like, he inquired from Mahaprabhu, like, instructions, and Mahaprabhu gave him some instructions to Raghunath Goswami, like, same as, like, Trinad api sunichena taror api sahisnuna amanina manadena kirtanya sadahari. Like, he didn't give that exactly that instruction, but he gives instructions similar to. He said, like, don't eat opulent food. Don't eat opulent food. Neither dressed opulently. Do not hear, like, talks and whispers of people, and do not, like, do prajalpa. Do not hear prajalpa of people. Do not do prajalpa. Just chant the holy name of the Krishna. He gave him instruction like that. So you should not eat very opulent food. Neither you, like, have to dress very opulently. Don't dress opulently. Don't, like, talk mundane things about other people, or don't talk karmic things, and don't listen to that kind of thing. And just simply chant the name of Krishna. Even Siksastaka Mahaprabhu has given Trinadapi Sunijana Tarorapi Saishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtanya Sadahari. So we do kirtan, we do chant the name of kirtan. But what's the quality of, we said, like, I'm chanting, but I'm not getting that bhav. I'm not getting that ecstatic bhav. Like, Mahaprabhu used to cry, he used to faint for 8 hours in that ecstatic bhav. And then, why we can't get that? Because we are not humbler than the blade of the grass. We are not tolerant than a tree. We have still a sense of false prestige. So how can we get? Mahaprabhu said, if in that only state, such state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. The day we follow that just simple Trinadapi Sunichana Tororapi Shaishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtanya Sadahari, we'll get ecstasy. Who said we won't get ecstasy? Mahaprabhu had that, Nityananda Prabhu had that, 6 Goswamis Vrindavan had that. There are many proof of devotees in the scriptures who had that because they were humble. They didn't have any false ego. They were more tolerant than a tree. The tree we see, like, the tree is also like tolerant, but at the same time, the tree who has got lots of fruits in it, its branches are always like humble. It always bent down. But the tree who doesn't have any fruits in it, it's like straight forward. Like, I am the biggest tree in this world. Like he has that tree also. He had that pride. So the tree which has got fruits, who can distribute his fruits to other people, who can think about the welfare of the other people, who can give food to them, who can give shelter to them. He is also humble. He is also bent. But the tree who doesn't have, who have nothing to give to anybody, who doesn't have any fruits to give to neither birds, not animals, not human beings, nothing. He's standing tall on his pride. He's never bent. So we should always be humble. We should always be careful offending other Vaishnavas. Because Vaishnava aparad, we can do any aparad. Chanting will simply purify our aparad. But if we do Vaishnava aparad, it will, Mahaprabhu has personally said, Vaishnava aparad, chanting will not clear your Vaishnava aparad. Even Mahaprabhu, he was distributing so much Krishna prem to anybody, but he wasn't given to, he didn't give it to his own mother, Sachi Mata. Can you imagine? Sachi Mata, he didn't even give his Krishna prem to his own mother. And then like devotees inquired, like, she serves so nice, she has so much faith in devotional, and why are you not giving like Krishna prem to your own mother? Mahaprabhu said simply, she doesn't deserve it. Can you imagine that? Mother Sachi, she is representing Mother Yashoda. And Mahaprabhu played a pastime, like his pastime was like that, like, I will not give love of Godhead to her. She doesn't deserve it. And devotees asked, why you won't give your like Krishna prem to your own mother? Like Mother Sachi, she is so pious. Like she does it, her devotional service, she is so surrendered in Krishna. And Mahaprabhu said, she is the offender of a Vaishnava. When Mahaprabhu and his brother were like a very child, then his elder brother used to go to house of who is the house? Advaitacharya. He used to go to the house of Advaitacharya to hear Bhagavatam. And Sachi Mata said like this, sent Mahaprabhu to bring his brother back. Mahaprabhu went in there, he was also stuck in Bhagavad Katha. He also stayed there hearing Bhagavad Katha, Krishna Katha for hours and hours. And Mother Sachi blasphemed him, like he's, like he's what's like that word? He's distracting my sons. He's spoiling him, like he is distracting my sons. They are not doing his duties. They are simply wasting their time, and he like misleads them like that. Mother Sachi like blaspheme her a little bit, like he wastes time of my son. And then that moment she did a Vaishnava aparad, because Advaitacharya was a pure devotee. He was a like Sadashiv and Mahavishnu's form. He is Hari and Hara combined. Because of his prayer, Mahaprabhu personally came to Navadvip. Because everybody in that area was a devotee of Lord Shiva or Durga, Parvati. And he would refuse to pay obeisances to them. Because he used to say like, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And everybody would force him. When he was 5 years child, he would refuse to pay obeisances. And everybody would force him to pay obeisances. And then he, like, if nobody was believing him, like Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he prayed. He said like, okay, I will bring Krishna here. I will bring Krishna personally in this earth to make people believe that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he prayed because of his, to fulfill the prayer of his devotee. Krishna himself came in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is the level of surrender we should have. That's the quality of a pure Vaishnava. So, and then coming back to Mother Sachi and like Mahaprabhu. So and then what's the solution? And then Mahaprabhu said she has to ask for forgiveness And then all the devotees took Mother Sachi, and she went to their house of Aditacharya in Santipura, and they would ask like touch his lotus feet, and then ask for forgiveness. But he wouldn't let Mother Sachi touch his feet, because how can Mother Sachi commit a Vaishnava aparat? How can she commit offense against me? She is a pure devotee. She is Mother Yasoda. How can she do that? And and um, and devotees will force him. He will not let Mother Sachi touch his lotus feet. Like, can you imagine? I should be touching her lotus feet. She is more pious than me. She is a higher position. Her devotional service. But how can she touch my lotus feet? How can she even offend me? He would not let her touch his lotus feet. So there was a scenario, funny scenario. Without touching his lotus feet, Mahaprabhu won't give the love of Krishna to Mother Sachi, and then Advaitacharya will not let touch his lotus feet because he thinks that's another offense. But finally, devotee distracted him. I have not heard this one, but not read this. Sorry, I haven't read this one, but yeah, that's this from the lecture of my Guru Maharaj. He said and devotee distracted him, and finally Mother Sachi took the dust of lotus feet of Advaitacharya, and her Vaishnava aparad was cleared. So the only forgiveness from Vaishnava aparad is if the same person who you commit offenses will forgive us, and if we ask for forgiveness from our heart, and if that person doesn't forgive us, if the other person, then he will get the Vaishnava aparad. So it's a very tricky and very dangerous situation, Vaishnava aparad. And here we talk about devotees. I don't like this devotee, I like this devotee, he does this, he did that. We are committing Vaishnava aparad every single moment. In a room, if there is three person, if one person walk out of the room, the two person will of course talk about that one person who left. And when that person come back, another person left, and again those two person will talk something about that person. That's our quality. That's our surrenderness. That's our thought. That's our perception of a Vaishnava. How can we get the love of Godhead? How we'll be able to go back to Godhead in this life? We are not even surrendered to Krishna for 2 plates of rice. We don't even have that mindset that Krishna will take care of me, Krishna will feed me, Krishna will look after me. How can in this life we go back to Godhead? That was the instruction of Mahaprabhu. Don't eat opulent, don't dress nice. But Prabhupada saw us as a fool, and he said, okay, at least you guys eat opulent food, but offer it to Krishna, give it to Krishna, and it is a prasadam, because you don't have that capacity to that severe austerity. You don't have. If Prabhupada would have said you can't eat opulent food, where do you think ISKCON would be here now? People wouldn't even follow him. So he said, at least please offer it to Krishna, and at least eat nice food, tasty food. Ranganadas Goswami would eat the food from the bin with just salt and water. That's the pure devotee of the Lord. But Prabhupada said, even if you did this, at least I will take you back to Godhead. You just chant and preach this message of Lord Chaitanya. Because why did Prabhupada was able to build 108 temples in so many different countries? ISKCON is so big. He was completely surrendered to Krishna. On the ship, he had a heart attack. He didn't have any money. We go to street and distribute books. We can't even convince one person to take a book that costs $2, $10, or $15. Okay, you take this Bhagavad Gita, $15, no. You take this small book, it's $10, no. You take this very small book, software, very small book, it's $2. At least give me $1. Nah. We can't even convince them. Then how did Prabhupada convince that much hippies? He went to different countries to preach the message of Lord Chaitanya. Why? Because Prabhupada said, I don't have any qualification, Krishna. I am simply your tool. Use me as how you like. I was recently and then I recently just scrolling my Facebook randomly, and then I saw reels where this is I'm a salt, I'm your servant, your salt, so you can use as much as you like. I'm your salt, so you are my king, I'm your servant, I'm your salt, so you can use me as much as you like. So similarly Prabhupada said, he said I'm a salt, Krishna, you can use in whatever food how much you like. Krishna empowered him to spread his message of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu empowered him. because Prabhupada had surrenderness. He didn't have any money. He didn't know anybody, no place to live, no contact, no information, no help, no at all, nothing at all. Just Krishna, and Krishna fulfilled. Do you think Krishna will not fulfill our desire? Is Krishna that much selfish? No. He loves, he's been waiting for us to come to him. The moment he's been silently waiting there, he's crying because we are not with him. And he's just waiting for a single moment, like, please at least turn back and look at me. Come. No, the moment Prahlad Maharaj, he was such a great devotee. Like, when Hiranyakashipu, his own father will try to kill him, Krishna was waiting. Okay, when he's gonna call me, and he was like, hurry, like, I will go. Whenever he will call me, Prahlad Maharaj wouldn't ask him for help. Simply chant, he will say, Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And Krishna said, Krishna was ready to go. Krishna was ready to go kill Hiranyakashipu. Prahlad Maharaj wouldn't even bother, Krishna, come, please save me. He will simply chant. He never asked for Krishna's help. He was thrown from the cliff. He was put in fire. He was put in the snake pit. Never he said, Krishna, come, please save me. No, he had completely faith in Krishna that Krishna will save me. Why should I bother calling him? Even if I simply chant his name, he will save me. He had that much faith as a 5-year-old boy, being a son of a demon king. And finally, when Hiranyakashipu said, is your Krishna in this pillar? Is he in this pillar? And now, like Krishna said, now it comes to my ego. Like, now Prahlad Maharaj said, Krishna is in this pillar. So last class also I told, like, Krishna will break his promise to fulfill the promise of his devotee. Now Prahlad Maharaj says, Krishna is everywhere. And Hiranyakashipu will break the pillar, like, is your Krishna in this pillar? And Narasimha Dev came out of the pillar, because Prahlad Maharaj said, Krishna is in this pillar. To fulfill the word of Prahlad Maharaj, Narasimha Dev appeared from the pillar. So Krishna loves us so much. We just have to surrender to him. We should have faith on him. And then, like, similarly, like Pṛthu Maharaj was so much surrendered to him. Pṛthu Maharaj will, like, when he leave his body, he will leave his body like very, even not a demigod can do like that way. When he leave the body, so his wife also followed him. And then when they left the body, like, seeing his wife, the wife of demigods were jealous, like, how can she, the big Vaikuntha airplane come to pick her up, and she was following Pṛthu Maharaj. And then they were like, what she has done? She is going back to Vaikuntha, because she had faithfully served her husband. And Pṛthu Maharaj was a very humble devotee of the Krishna. That will be our position. And then here, like in the purport somewhere in this chapter, chapter, Prabhupada said, like, if the king doesn't teach citizens their respective duty according to Varna Ashrama Dharma, but only charge taxes, tolls, and taxes and tolls are sure to suffer for the impious activities which have been performed by the citizens. It's a very heavy word. If the king or the president, prime minister, Krishna has put him in the charge, if they are simply engaged in the filling their pockets, simply satisfying their sense, then they would, like, have to suffer for all the impious activities did by the citizens. If the citizens open the slaughterhouse, somebody will open the slaughterhouse, pay the taxes of slaughterhouse. Instead of stopping the slaughterhouse, if the government personnel will allow it, he would also suffer for his sins. Can you imagine how much the present governments will suffer in the hell? Because all the citizens are doing impious activities. There is no social order, nothing to even maintain the society, and they are just imposing taxes and tolls and charges just to fill their pockets. Even we don't, like, this in the so-called democracy, we have freedom of speech. Here Pṛthu Maharaj said, like, even Pṛthu Maharaj is, like, in later verses, he was always, even citizens could come and tell him, like, if they were not happy about his rulership, anything needs to be changed. But in the present moment, we have so-called freedom of speech. We post one small post about some kingship or government. I don't like this about present government. They will come and arrest you. Hi, how can you speak so bad about government? They will put you in a prison. So what nonsense freedom of speech is that? What nonsense democracy is that? It's a dictatorship like that. But Pṛthu Maharaj, although he was a king, so present, like, king in now situation, king will own all the land, king will own whole the country, like that. But Pṛthu Maharaj, he would divide people on the basis of their Varna Ashrama Dharma, and he will rule his citizen very happily. Even if somebody needs something, he will provide him. And he was very humble, that he was bowing down in front of all the people present in that like arena. He will seat them according to their position. He will pay obeisances to everybody. That was the position. He never considered himself, I am a king of this world, so everybody should respect me, everybody should pay obeisance unto me. Who am I to bow down to these low class people? No, he will personally pay obeisances to everybody, because he was so humble, he didn't have any ego. That should be the position of a devotee. If we had that thing, we can get the love of God in one moment. One moment. Some devotee asked Prabhupada, like, do you think I have committed so many sins? Do you think all these sins will go away? Like, how long it will take? Prabhupada said 1 minute, 1 moment. The one moment you surrender to Krishna, finished. You'll go back to Godhead. All your anarthas will go away. Krishna will look after us. He is our original father. Radharani is our original mother. They are guarding in the night. Krishna is coming himself from Goloka to guard Raghunath Goswami, because he is completely surrendered unto him. He will come and guard for us. Vamandev became a doorkeeper for Bali Maharaj, because Bali Maharaj was completely surrendered to Krishna. Even like, when Vamandev came for begging, Sukracharya was present there. He said, this is a Vishnu, so you should reject him. Because if Vamandev, if Krishna would have wanted to take anything from Bali Maharaj, everything from Bali Maharaj, like, does he need to bother coming to there? He could have just, everything would be gone. What's impossible for him? But yet, to glorify his devotee, to glorify Bali Maharaj, to glorify Prahlad Maharaj, Krishna comes and perform such a beautiful many pastimes. Vamandev came and asked to beg like 3 steps of land. Sukracharya said, he is Vishnu, don't give him. And Bali Maharaj instantly rejected his spiritual master. One should, like, if one can reject the spiritual master, if he is against the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, if he forbids you to chant the name of Krishna. But he said, like, you said, Vishnu the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I should be pleasing Vishnu, and now you are telling me I should not accept his request to give him the 3 steps land. Then what kind of spiritual master you are? I will fulfill my promise. Vamandev in his 2 steps of land, like, covered the whole like, earth and heavenly planets. Where should I put my 3rd step? He said, put on my head. Vamandev was so satisfied. Even he took everything from him. He was not even, Vamandev wasn't even satisfied. He tied him with his rope, he threw him. And then, when in the Hellish planet, like in the lower planetary system, not Hellish planet, in the lower planetary system, and Bali Maharaj, when he was going to Hellish lower planetary system, he was simply praying. He was feeling pity for Indra. That's the characteristic of a devotee. He was simply saying, alas, what a, I feel pity on Indra. The Supreme Personality of Godhead in the form of Vamandev was present in front of him. And what kind of spiritual master his Brihaspati is? He is a fool or what? Because instead of advising King Indra to ask for the devotion of Vamandev, and instead of King Indra asking for the devotion of Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, he asked, please give me back my heavenly kingdom, because Bali has taken it. So he is so much attached to his material fame and opulences. Alas, I feel pity on them. At least I didn't. Being so much pleased by Bali Maharaj, Vamandev personally said he will guard his door in the lower. He was, on the planetary system where Bali Maharaj lived, Vamandev is the doorkeeper. Krishna would bother being a doorkeeper for his pure devotee. Krishna would bother for disturbing his sleep coming from Golok to guard his devotee from tigers. Radharani would bother to come from Golok to protect her devotee from sun. She is our mother. She had so much love for us. Krishna had so much love for us. But the one moment we surrender, that should be our devotional service to Krishna. The moment we surrender to Krishna, then we don't need to go back to Godhead. Even in this planet, doesn't matter to us Because the devotees, if we see our scriptures, the pure devotee never wanted liberation or come back to Godhead. When Dhruva Maharaj was asked for a boon by Kubera, who is like, Kubera is like unlimited richness. Dhruva Maharaj could have asked like unlimited richness. He simply asked, I just wants to be engaged in the devotional service of Supreme Personality of Godhead. The devotees even, they don't even bother, like they are so humble, they are so, they don't even bother like asking for Krishna, like please take me with you back to Golok. No, they simply ask, even if I am born as a worm in a stool worm, but in my heart I should always remember you. I don't bother being a stool worm. I don't bother like some like animals, monkeys or whatever, cats, hawks and dogs. But please don't let me forget you ever. I should always keep you in my heart. Even like, because even like when Bharat Maharaj, because of deer, he fell down. Because he was attachment. How attachment can like degrade our devotional service. Bharat Maharaj was attached to deer, and he would do like this. He would engage in the like devotional service, and on the middle he will open his eyes like that. One eye, where is that deer? I can't see him. Oh, he is there, and he will get distracted by deer, and he was so much attached. Next life he got a deer. Same Bharat Maharaj. Bharat Maharaj treated his family attachments, not his family attachment. He thought the attachment to wife, attachment to children is like a stool. When you pass the stool, you will not care bothering it like, oh, this is a very nice stool, it's come from my body, I will still keep it in my bag and put it to preserve it. No, he left it like that. Attachment is like that. Only attachment to Krishna is the greatest. But Bharat Maharaj, next life he was born as a deer, but still Krishna provided him the devotional service in his heart. So while leaving his body, he remembered Krishna and again got a birth of Jada Bharat. And Jada Bharat he knew, so he would never, like same as Mahaprabhu said, don't talk with anybody, nonsense, don't even speak. Jada Bharat will simply act as a fool. He wouldn't even talk with anybody. His father used to tell him, okay, after going to toilet, wash your hands and eat food. He would wash his hands before going to toilet, and then after going to toilet he would eat the food. Jada Bharat, he is a pure devotee. He used to play fool. Actually, he is not a fool. The person thinking he is a fool is a fool. He is a pure devotee. That's the level of surrender a devotee should have. That should be the quality of Vaishnava. That's just a one tiny quality of a Vaishnava. Vaishnava has unlimited qualities. That's one simple tiny qualities of Vaishnava. And we feel like it's very hard to achieve that one tiny quality of Vaishnava, humbleness. And do you think we can achieve all the quality, become a perfect devotee and go back home, back to Godhead? We are not even qualified to serve Krishna. Because of the mercy of Prabhupada, we are serving Krishna. I would like to conclude my class here. So any comments, any suggestion, any questions? Anybody? Yesterday. It was yesterday. I thought like it's yesterday because we had it yesterday. We celebrated yesterday. But yesterday. Any question more? No? Thank you. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Gaur Premanand.